Ball every day.
Alright, so season 2, you know, Ballin' with the Guru, that's the episode where I'm host by myself, no help at all. I have guests on, you know, I'm always in chat with guys. Some of them don't even realize I just posted and I'm doing a show right now. But we're in episode 2, The War of the 8 Divisions, that's the name of it. Remember, Game of Thrones theme, that's what we do out here, right? So the war, you know, the War of the 7 Kingdoms, the War of the 8 Divisions right now. And I'm gonna continue through, you know, the off-season guys had from the draft to, you know, free agency and to all things. I'll explain some things that I did for the guys, you know, as the commissioner I am, you know, always come through and show some love. And you guys that, you know, had breakout messages and things that I didn't take care of yet, always know that I'll get around to y'all, and when I get around to y'all, I'll make up for anything. Guys that forced, you know, took a forced loss by mistake, whatever the case may be. If something happened, you know, if you got proof of that, we can fix it at all times, man. I'm not the guy that'll make y'all have to just deal with shit. But with that being said, do not think y'all taking advantage of the shit I do out here for y'all. Like, don't just expect it. Guys gonna have a lot of cap money, cap casualties, and cap issues. It's not my job to fix your cap for you. You gotta figure it out. If you having cap problems, don't be signing a million motherfuckers in free agency and shit. Start looking at guys you don't plan on going forward with and take the cap hit this season, because you'll recoup the money back the following year. Like, so don't be scared to get rid of guys and take another cap hit, because you're going to clean up some money. There's some guys on your roster right now that's getting big time money that don't play it down for you. Make sure they're the guys you're looking at to get rid of and move forward from. And it will always, promise you, it'll always reset itself and fix your cap. All right. You guys got to start paying attention to that part, that side of the league, because this is what our league is about. This is what makes us who we are. Because the GMing and the off season and the during season moves you make is going to determine how things go for you in the future. Like, you can't be a guy that go get big name players, trades and free agency and all that stuff, and then at the end of the year look at me stupid like, why I can't sign nobody, I can't get nobody back right now, because you done wasted all your money all year long trying to put together a golden team in one season versus taking a marathon race, and take your time with filling your holes and putting together a team. Gotta understand that part. Video game or not, no one could just get on here and get any player they want and then think that they're not going to have to deal with a money issue in a franchise league. It's just that simple. Now, I'm not saying this because I got a text or whatever the case may be. You know who you are. I'm not talking about this for you, because you're not the problem. We can figure this shit out. The problem is guys that have been in my league since 17 are still coming to me asking me to help them with cap situations, or I got to figure it out for them and all this shit, and that's not my job anymore. This is not real draft season 6 where everybody's 99 out all over the place, so we can help you out in them situations. There's packages that I give out that I go through as well that can help with some of these things, but a lot of you guys are cheap. So if you're a cheap nigga, then figure it out yourself. Or if you're a nigga that want to know what my packages are about, come holler at me and shit. Other than that, I can't help you. Simple as that. Now, with that being said, we balling with the Google today. We left off with the AFC North. We talked about the NFC East. They still beefing with each other right now. We got a game in progress right now that I promise you is the last time that this will happen, where a guy don't reach out by 7:30, they don't get their game schedule, and then all of a sudden I still allow them to play the game. I'm not doing it anymore. I've been saying this shit forever. I shouldn't have to be the one reaching out, spending an hour of my time trying to figure out why you and your opponent hasn't played yet, and neither one of y'all are communicating, or one's communicating, the other one is not. But you're communicating with me. When the guy you play is hitting you in the chat, posting shit, all types of stuff, I shouldn't have to be the one to be looking for you and trying to get your situation squared away. From here on out, if you don't have your game scheduled in the chat by 7:30, you don't have to play by 7:30. But if you don't at least have your game scheduled or proof that you need the first win by 7:30, mark my words, at advance, after that, tomorrow at 7:30, tomorrow night, I don't want to hear nothing. If your game's not scheduled by 7:30, or you're not showing proof of a forced win by 7:30, it will be equal sim. I will not chase you, reach out, try to figure out where you at, what's going on. I shouldn't have to do that. You have all fucking day and night to be able to figure out what's up with your opponent and when y'all playing. So again, by 7:30 every night, you should have your game time scheduled in the chat, or proof on why you should be getting the first win in the chat by 7:30. If those two things don't happen, then don't even think at when I start atting y'all and ready to advance the league, you want your first win and you never show proof of it until it's 8:30 now. And now you want to be showing me proof. You're not getting it. You're not gonna get it. The next thing to do is when you scheduling your games. I don't understand why we're not understanding this. It's so much easier for me not to chase you or bug you if you just post your timestamp. If you got your game scheduled already, post that shit in the chat and at Nano or at me, at one of us, so we can get the alert knowing, so I don't have to keep saying, yo, what's up with your game, and you posted that shit at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'm asking you what's up with your game by 7, and you already posted it in the chat. Help me out. Don't just post it in the chat your time at the two guys that are responsible for scheduling, which is Coach Nano and me. Alright, so from here on out, get your game scheduled by 7:30. Once you get your situation squared away, post it in the main chat at one of the guys, me or Nano, to tell us what you got going on, and then we can go from there. Then I can build off that, and then we know I don't have to be hitting you when I know you playing at 8:30. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple. So 7:30 p.m. every day in our league, in our 24-hour league, you have to have your game in the chat schedule. or have to have proof in the chat on why you should be getting the first win. So you're either going to hit me or Nano in the DMs, or you're going to hit the main chat and at me or Nano to let us know what's going on. Other than that, from here on out, I'm just going to mark those games that didn't respond to me as equal sims. Our last scheduled game been over about 20 minutes now. We could be in week 3 right now, but you know, I let it two teams play each other when neither one of them had, well, one of them did, but they waited. And then y'all can't be reaching out to guys at 6 o'clock knowing that the cutoff date is at 7:30 and expect the first win. That's not giving somebody time to respond to you. None of that shit. So remember that, man. When y'all reaching out to these guys, just because you started to hit a guy at 6 o'clock doesn't mean that automatically means you get a first win at all. The second thing is a lot of guys playing and don't know rules of the league when they're playing. And if you get in game situations, we had a situation last night where a guy fucked their game up because he didn't know the fourth down rule, or he didn't know what was going on with the rules. So now that turns into a game where one of them could have won the game, or the guy thinks he won the game, and there's an equal sum now. So you guys gotta. If you don't know the rules, please, man. You know they're in the archives. If you go in the main chat, you can find the rules in the archive, or you can hit one of us up. Anybody that's a commissioner or has the GORT capability, they are responsible for getting the information to y'all if you need it. You know what I'm saying? So we're not keep running in these situations, man. You know, you gotta have your shit right. You gotta know what's going on. Simple as that. And I'll freely have no problem with posting the rules again one more time. Maybe I should make that a habit to keep the rules posted by every season. Every time we go into a new season, just make sure the rules is posted. A lot of y'all don't like to read my rules shit because it's like a book, but if you really read through it, it's not a lot. A lot of the information is not playing the games, you know, just being in the league. All right, fellas. All right, so late last night too, all the way up to about 5 o'clock in the morning, I decided, you know, season 2 guys were active. It was a fun first season. A lot of guys played their games. Wasn't really a big headache from nothing. I enjoyed my first season with the entire league. And I thought, you know, what better way to give back to y'all by, you know, placing a player on your practice squad, a rookie on your practice squad that will belong to you. And not only do he belong to you, he will get a 4-year contract, so you don't have to worry about him leaving at the end of the year. Now, it's your responsibility to understand this. You are not allowed to trade this player. It's your player. That player has to remain on your team the entire contract. The entire 4 years of your contract, he has to be a part of your team. Unless you're getting rid of him on some cut him shit. You know what I mean? Other than that, he has to be a part of your team. You're not using him for trade bait, none of that. He was made for you and you only. So every team, if you go on your practice squad, you have a player sitting there that you can use to find a way to bring him into your system. Once you got that player off a practice squad, it's your responsibility to hit me up and let me know you got that player so I can give him his 4-year contract. Outside of that, if you don't, then when he, you know, at the end of the year, he's got to be re-signed, it's your job to re-sign him, or he goes to free agency, and then it's fair game for anybody else to take over that player. So again, practice squad. There's a player on everybody's practice squad that was made for them. Some of you might not can't find them is because y'all didn't have rookies on there. So you got to go look at your worst rookie that you drafted, and he's on your actual roster, and look at that player and be able to say, oh, all right, he looked me out. It was at least 3 teams that didn't have rookies at all on their practice squad, so they got a rookie that was, you know, very ass that they were stuck drafting in the late rounds. Guys that were 59 overalls or 60 overalls and shit like that. So everybody has gotten. There's only like 2 teams that I didn't put them on there yet, and I got to get around to it because I kind of stopped with like 3 teams left. I think honestly, I think it was the Browns and the Bears, actually, maybe the only 2 teams left that I didn't do it for. So y'all welcome. I appreciate the love in the chat. A lot of guys thanked me for it. And said they was appreciative to the hard work I put in. I know Snake was up with me till like 4:30 in the morning, so he was there through the madness of me making the players. So he let y'all know that we was working hard all the way up until 5 this morning. for the league, man. I'll tell you, I do a lot of work. I'm not asking for nobody to be like, oh yeah. I just know I work hard to maintain what we got going on over here, man. We're a fraternity, and that fraternity, inside that fraternity, we are a reality story. We're a reality TV show, honestly. And I, build the league to be, ran like shit. We on some real NFL shit, just virtual football. You know what I'm saying? And as long as we can stay that way, we can stay competitive. I also know that we are not going to be able to keep, the same players in the league all year long. Guys get busy, things happen. Some people get upset about shit, don't like some things that's going on. I can't please all 31 members, but what I could do is work damn hard to make sure everybody enjoying themselves. So we will be going through situations where we got open teams. I thought we was going to have 3, but we have 2 now. The Buffalo, well, 1 now. We have the Panthers available. So if you are somebody that's not in the league and you're watching and you want to know, how to get in our league, your opportunity is now. If especially if you're watching the show, and if you're somebody in the league and you got somebody that want to play in the league, now's the time to get that done, because you get that done, I'm looking you out for bringing me a player. Simple as that. All right, I have a list of guys that I can go through too as well to bring back over or bring in that's been waiting to get in as well. So those teams will not be sitting on a computer love for more than an advance or 2. With that, we already signed up. The Bills got a new coach as ASAP. They ready to lock and load already. And moving on. So the Buffalo Bills, coach retired, and we have a new Buffalo Bills coach coming in, and the Carolina Panthers are sitting on ice right now. One of the teams that had a hell of a draft, really hell of a draft. Computer picking up players for them. All right, so while we're waiting on the Bears and the Packers to play, let's get into it right now, man. Let's get to the league schedule, and let's talk about what happened in week 1. Who did what, when, where, and how. Got some guys balling. We got some coaches that's off tank mode right now, and they're playing their games right now. So let's dig into this shit. Bear with me. Let's go. I'm on a West Coast time, bro, so I'm usually still up during your late night, early morning hours. If you ever need him, just give me a holler. No doubt, appreciate that. I'll keep that in mind too.
This shit.
Keep that shit right in mind too. Just follow that D West game. Let me know what quarter they in, and we go from there. Notice it's always D West, right?
Man, and I told him to stay on. We're trying to play right afterwards. Stay on.
Is that who you play?
Yes, I told him.
He ain't going nowhere. I got him. He gonna try to hit you with an excuse like he got run to the bathroom real fast, and he'll be back 8 hours later.
Like he
go upstairs to his bathroom.
Fuck. Shitty ass loss today. God.
Yes, sir. All right, so here we go, man. Let's get into it, like right now. Not now, but right the fuck now. You already know how I'm doing it. The first game on the schedule was Sunday, 1 p.m. Eagles at ATL Falcons. So we got Trouble Minded 4, that's Coach Rob versus Coach DC Fow. Coach Fow out here. He got the young quarterback in the building that he drafted with pick number 6. Let's see what Sidney Cake is doing in the league right now. Here we go, Eagles. And we talk about how the Eagles put together a hell of a team in the offseason. They really are right now impressing me with the GM situation over there with them Philadelphia Eagles. They are getting their GM on. And the fact that they are moving and getting their GM on, it starts to shake their division up a little bit. And what you start to see is the NFC coaches start to get on their heels instead of on their toes. Skirt the brakes real fast and be like, not so fast, my friend. You ain't the only person that can bring them in. But anyway, if you look at the box score, we're looking at 445 total offensive yards gained for the Philadelphia Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles! And then the other Birds had 285, 78 on the ground, 66 on the ground. I'm going to tell you like this. The Falcons drafted a running back that's probably the new Derrick Henry of the league right now. Now, it's unboggled to me. I can't figure out on the life of me why he only gave him the carries he gave him when we get to it. And this guy was averaging 10 yards a carry. And literally, you couldn't tackle him. But the Eagles still got 10 yards more, 12 yards more than them on a rushing game. 367 in the passing game to 219. 17 first downs to 12. When you come all the way down here, the Eagles held onto the ball. They did not turn it over a lot at all. Coach Fofo turned it down something like the turnovers, right? So then they had 3 in this game. We go look at time of possession, things that matters. They were kind of 18-15 to 13-45. Now let's look at what players did, what, when, where, and how. 158.3. Is that a perfect completion day? max 158.3. It's damn sure close to it. 360 yards passing, 4 touchdowns for Deshaun Watson.
That's perfect QB rating.
Listen, you can't tell me Deshaun Watson don't got that offense under his wing now. He had a whole offseason, whole training camp, whole preseason with this team now, and he's flying. We fly high. No lie, we ball, and 158.3, Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdowns, no picks. He was sacked once. Now, the young rookie held the ball a whole lot to get sacked 8 times in this game, 76%, 279. He threw a touchdown. He also threw 2 picks, but he threw a 72-yard slant that was very impressive to the rookie receiver that we're going to talk about in a second as well. In the run game, this kid right here, Dionne Mccoy, 6'2", 240 pounds, man. Look at it, 5 carries, 51 yards. 10.2 yards a carry, and a touchdown. 1 broken tackle. I mean, when you got numbers like that, you got to get that man the ball. You got to get out of your bag, get out of what you like to do, like throw the ball all around the park, and get his man the ball to get yourself a win over here. Miles Sanders had 9 carries, 3.9 and touchdown. Regis looked like he touched the ball in the red zone like he always do. 2 touchdowns. You're not going to see a high productive rush day from out of Trey Regis, but what you will see is he's always going to score touchdowns in the red zone. Simple as that. Now the receivers. Here we go. Devontae Smith had 8 catches, 157. You think if you don't think D Hop didn't come over here and help Devontae Smith out, then you crazy. 8 catches, 157, and a touchdown. Kyle Pitts is a man child, 6 for 104. No scores, but he had 6 for 104. Ridley had 4 for 99 and a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 6 catches, 92 yards. He came over there to do exactly what we said he was going to do, which was going to be a sure-handed route runner and a sure-handed possession receiver, and he did exactly that. 6 catches, 92 yards and a touchdown. Rieger stepped in the end zone as well. 3 catches, 47 yards and a touchdown, and you keep sliding down here, and the tight end had 2 catches for 24 yards and 1 touchdown. They was getting busy right there, huh? Defensively, who was the man of the hour in tackles? As you can see, 9 out of Mikal Walker, the middle linebacker. Terrell Means, the new rookie cornerback, has 7 tackles out there. The African has 6. Lot of Falcons on here with tackles right now. Jamal Adams with 6 of them things. Darius Slay as well. Justice Fowler, the rookie, also had 5 tackles. Let's go look who got to the quarterback. When you go look at that, 2.5 from Josh Sweat, 2.5 from Derek Barnett. Guys you wouldn't even expect, but what happens, they're young veterans that's been on the team for a while, but they're still young. They're getting active now, and they're starting to get acclimated to this new coach's scheme, offensively and defensively. 2.5 there, and then the corner comes off the edge, the rookie corner with two tackles as well. A lot, for whatever reason, when I transferred the draft class over, a lot of these guys had NA or Albellini, Christian. I just remember I'm going to go through and give them their real colleges that they come from. My bad. There's something that I'll fix. But again, as you can see, they had a couple sacks on his own. They had a corner that got to the quarterback as well on some blitz shit. Darius Slay had a pick. And the rookie safety, who was the best safety in the draft, in my opinion, one of the best safeties, because we had another one that was a strong safety that was a monster as well. But this guy had an INT, 3 tackles on the day, so the rookie stepped up. You're going to see me talk a lot about the rookies. Hey, rookie! That's going to be part of my segment when you're balling with the guru, you heard? So the Eagles, not only did the Eagles go in there and win, they went in there and won big, 52-17. 7 points, 14 in the second, 10 in the third, 21 in the fourth quarter, beating the Falcons 52-17. So young Sidney Cake didn't get his first win yet. When you look at young Sidney Cake, hey rookie, 76, 279, touchdown, 2 picks. We can live with that rookie shit right now. Like, that's a rookie game for him right now. Yeah, 16 for 27, 59%. Not bad, not good at all. You don't want that, but I'm not mad at his output for the first game. First time stepping on the NFL field in real life, not preseason, real life. And he went out there, and once the game slows down for this guy, he's going to be a problem. Trust me when I'm telling you. All right, so that was the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Atlanta. They on their way back from hot Atlanta to be able to take on the Cowboys in week 2. Giants, Panthers, dig into it. You're starting to see a lot of 50 burgers sitting up here right now. Hold up, wait a minute. All right, New York, man, New York. Welcome to New York. All right, so 387 offensive yards gain, 433 for the Panthers. After this game, the Panthers coach was fired. Just remember that. He got fired after this game, so let's see what happened and why the owner was like, I'm not dealing with this shit no more. 226 offensive yards rushing to 79, 161 in the air to 354. Sam Darnold was flinging that shit. 10 first down to 15. Let's go down to the numbers that matter. Total yards gained 583 to 394. The Panthers was really pushing the ball up and down the field, but they turned the ball over 4 times, and you see usually that's why they lose, right? So Daniel's son, Daniel Jones, in his 3rd season, 128.4 QB rate, 984 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Anytime you don't throw no picks, you playing good football right now. I mean, how many attempts? 12 attempts. He completed 5 passes. Simple as that. You know that means the run game was working like a mug over there. Sam Darnold had a 57.4 QB rating. That's a recipe for disaster. 391, 2 touchdowns, and 4 picks. He was sacked 4 times too. Saquon Barkley said, I don't need 30 in a game to rush for the same yards y'all rushing for out there. I'm the best running back in the league. 12 carries to do for me. 167. This guy averaged 14 yards to carry and a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey got the ball 15 times, 55 yards, 3.7. Christian ain't looking that good, man. I don't know what's going on with him. Hopefully a new coach come in and make him look good. Daniel's son carried the ball 3 times for 11.3 yards. Simple as that. The young rookie, Brandon Jacobs Jr., 3.1 yards to carry, but you could tell he was a force in the red zone as well with them 4 touchdowns on the ground. That's a lot of production from a rookie to come into your first game and get a, hey, rookie! You got to give it to him. I don't care about the yards. This man scored 4 touchdowns in his first real football game. Regular season week 1, he comes out and pick 4 touchdowns in the red zone like that. Saquon like, man, I'll rush you up and down the field and I'm gonna get tired. When I get tired, you come in and make sure you close it out. He did exactly that. Did they got a 1-2 punch over there? I don't know. But Tommy Trimble, the tight end, went dummy, 6 for 195. And a touchdown. Darius Slay had 2 catches, 94 yards, and a touchdown. McCaffrey had 7 out the backfield for 92 yards. We know he can do both, run the ball and catch the ball. Holiday caught a bomb for a touchdown. And then we go look at what happened on defense over here, man. Young Von Teller, the young rookie linebacker, 6 tackles. He had 3 pass breakups. He balled out in this game. Peppers also had 6 tackles. Let's go see anybody got to the quarterback and how often did he do it. I think this is another guy that got a cornerback to the quarterback twice. And he did. Aaron Robinson got there twice. You know what I'm talking about? And when a guy get there twice, that means he's sending it. Sending it.
Sending it.
That shit coming. That shit coming early and often. They sending that shit. There's a lot of sacks on the board right here. We had Quincy Roche on the board, Leonard Williams on the board, Matthew Foster, the young middle linebacker from Alabama, on the board, and Brian Burns on the board. We're going to see Matthew Foster, superstar linebacker, hit dog, playing. You're going to see him do some things as well. How many INTs that went down? Because you know the Giants didn't turn the ball over, but Aaron Robinson didn't only have 2 sacks in this game. He also had a pick. Also, Jabril Peppers had a pick. Malik Harrison had a pick. And Malik is a run-stopping linebacker. For him to get a pick, that's big. And Aziz Ojulari had an INT as well. The Giants came through and crushed the building. Did they travel to Carolina? Yes, they did. They went out there and put up a 59-burger, 1 point away from 60 points. They beat the shit out of the Panthers, and because of that ass whooping, that, you know, forced the owner to have to make a move and shit. And that owner decided to let go part ways with the coach over there, and that was that. And then we get into the game. Next game, Jaguars and the Chiefs. Sometimes it just, you know, wish you had highlights to better show some of this stuff, right? But I'm ready to dig into this game too, man. It's Shoguns trying to crush buildings right now. The road teams are the victors every game so far. 352 yards to 296, 134 on the ground to 72. 218 offensive passing yards to 224, 16 first downs to 13. Total yards 396 to 390. Turnovers though, Patrick Mahomes has been turning the ball over. Him and Kyler Murray are turnover machines. Their teams are so good and they're so good at what they do, they still win ball games. But these turnovers got to come down. I mean, 7. It's a lot of turnovers in the game right there, man. A lot. And he was responsible for all 7 of them. 97.4 QB rating, 252, 3 touchdowns, 7 picks, and was sacked 3 times. Trevor Lawrence said 81.7, 218. He threw 2 picks, but he threw a touchdown and got the victory, so it doesn't matter. ETN is starting to become one of the better running backs in the league. And when we talk about 20 carries or more, guys, lately you've been seeing ETN with up 25 carries a game lately. 29 carries for 110 yards, 3.8 and a touchdown. You got to get that average per carry up a little bit. Hilaire, 7 for 72, 10.3. When a guy averages 10 yards and you don't continue to feed him, that's your fault. Trevor Lawrence ran the ball 5 times for 24 yards and he scored a touchdown as well. When you look at the passes, Travis Kelce said, at 8 and 9 years, I'm still who I am. 8 catches, 102 for 2 touchdowns. Hardman, 177. They're going to need now listen, the Chiefs is going to need to ask a lot to happen out of Hardman now, because young Tyreek Hill at a young 28 years old is starting to regress. Even though he had 5 catches, 52 yards, but when you the fastest man in the league and you drop down to a 97 speed and you start to drop down overall, something ain't right. I don't know if they wore him out all year long or what. Did they use him too much? Because I don't think Tyreek, after the year he had, should have been regressing. So I don't understand what the fuck's going on over there with Kansas City, or even Madden with their regress traits and rules of what they got going on. And I don't understand how this man dropped all the way down to a 97 speed, 97 XL. DJ Chark had 4 catches in this game. You had the tight end with 2. Will Fuller had 3 catches. Really wasn't super effective, but they did what they did. On the defensive side of things, you had a man that had 14 tackles. Anytime you watch a rookie come on the field as a rookie in his first game and tackle him, well, I mean, obviously you're going to have 14 tackles if you get into the football, right? Especially when a running back got 29 carries. You're going to be tackling more than you're going to be covering. Devin Ward, the middle linebacker, he's actually from Ohio State. 14 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. He balled out in this game, man. Let's go look at the sack. Let's see who did what. Dylan Moses got there twice. Josh Allen got there once. On the INT shit, let's see what happens. 2 interceptions for C.J. Henderson, and Andre Cisco balled with 2. Miles Jack, he's an interception machine with 1. Thornhill had a pick. Nick Bolton had a pick. Patrick Queen had a pick. The new Jaguars, Patrick Queen, comes right in and get a pick year 1 as soon as he get traded. Justice Smith, the defensive end, dropped in coverage and got a pick as well. That shows you that the Jaguars defense is scheming. They out there pitting on shit, doing what they do. The Browns travel to Buffalo, and 42-17. This was a computer game. Not going to talk about it. Packers Lions 36-41. Packers lost their first game to the Detroit Lions. Now the Detroit Lions got a team that they put together. They're comfortable enough to play their games ferociously, and they come out with Freddie Minor, the rookie quarterback, one of several quarterbacks that are rookies that are starting this year. Freddie Minor, 37.7, didn't look that good though. 167 and 4 interceptions, and still won the game. Why? Because Aaron Rodgers threw 6 interceptions. Guys are starting to show us who they really are now. Max. They come out year 1 with these good-ass quarterbacks, these veterans, these X-factors, best players on the field quarterbacks, and, you know, they had some success. Now guys catching up to it. We're starting to see who guys really are right now. You praised him last year around this time about, you know, going through 3 games without throwing a pick. Now he's throwing 6 a game right now. What's going on? Is Aaron Rodgers past his prime? It's over with for him? Time to go move on from him? Or is it the coach and the controller?
The coach is who we thought he was.
I'm starting to think the same thing, man. These guys are who we thought they were. A lot of guys had season 1 false hope. I'm trying to tell you. In the run game, DeAndre Swift, 16 carries, 84 yards, 3 touchdowns. Freddie Minor, the quarterback, had 3 for 48 and 2. Aaron Jones also scored 45 yards rushing, 2.8. Couldn't get out the backfield, but he still had 2 touchdowns. The young rookie Nick Weaver, 3 carries, really wasn't super effective. Anytime Aaron Rodgers running, you know shit, problem over there. But Devontae still did what Devontae Adams do, 6 catches, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also got Michael Thomas, and the reason why they don't have money over here, you know, you're dealing with the Devontae Adams and Michael Thomas, I guess so. 5 catches, 100 yards, no teats. Tight end DeGaria had 1 catch, 75 yards, and a touchdown. He went yard on him. You don't really see Blake Polwell too. Amon St. Brown too. J.C. Steinberg, Adonis Andrews, the rookie, had 1 bomb for 53 yards. Got to see the rookie make a play, but that was about it. Now I'll go look at the defensive side of things. I'm just going to look at who led the team to tackles. You got 7 from Sheldon Randall, the new rookie safety over there. Who that? Jerry Jacobs with 6 of them. You know he always making plays. And then he came up also and had a tackle for loss. Shamir Jean Charles also had a tackle for loss. You know what? I'm going to take this call because it's Rich the Barber. And my boy Rich the Barber been so active this year right now. I got to show him some love. What's up, cuz? Right, so this is what you got to do. Just go to progression history and scroll down, and it'll tell you why. We're gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna try to figure it out with you when I get off the show. That's what I said, bro. I don't understand. Matter of fact, while I'm on the show, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go look at it right now. That's crazy, bro. I don't understand how he regressed like that. Huh? Exactly. Like, I don't understand what happened like that. When did you ain't noticed it until I just said it? Yeah, that shit changed. Yeah, I'm about to go to it right now, though, because I did want to dig into that. I wanted to see what was going on. Like, why would he have that type of year, and then they decide he dropped. So I'm gonna go see.
He got the age.
Yeah. And it ain't like he fucking 30 already. What, he 28 right now?
28. He regressed in a lot of places.
Tyreek?
Yeah, Reek. I'm trying to figure out. So training focus. That's you doing that.
Staff week. You gotta go to staff week.
I know exactly where to go. Yeah, and I'm gonna break it down to you. Just pay attention. That training focus shit is important, bro. When you training your players, right? Right before your games, when you do your practices, are you setting your practice full pads, half pads, split, backups? So what you doing? Like what main thing you doing? Oh, all right. So when they saying training focus, hold on, because I can't find it. I know they seen that. I must have went by it already. There it go, right here. All right, so we're looking at staff week. They regressed you on 2 in speed. They regressed you once in release, juke moves 1, injury 1, deep route 2, catching 1.
Oh my god.
Catching traffic 1, awareness 2. Now why though? Hitter, you understand why they did this?
He turned 28.
Because he turned 28.
Plus there's the, like, on the coach tree, there's like a thing where you can, like,
all right, so look, Rich,
for a year
on your coaching tree, coaching staff, go spend your points, and there's a joint on there that you can stop regression and do it for Tyreek Hill, see if it changes it for you.
I don't know if it makes
Matter of fact, just wait for me to get off the show, and then we'll go look at it. You heard? I know that shit blowing your shit right now. I don't understand why, but it might be a way to fix it. Cause I stopped Calais Campbell for regressing and retiring by doing that off the coaching tree. So let me finish the show and then I'll get to you. I'll call you right back and we'll go through it together. Nah, we waiting. What quarter that game in, fellas? Anybody know?
Nope.
I got you. 2 seconds. It is third quarter, 4 minutes.
They're in the third quarter with 4 minutes left. So as soon as that game over, about 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, 42 donut.
Yeah, cause I couldn't understand why Tyree regressed like that, bro. I saw that shit like, wait a minute, cause somebody pointed it out to me after the draft, but I never really looked into it. Then I thought about it, like, wait, why the fuck that's happening and shit? But we gonna figure it out as soon as I get off the show. All right, my boy. There's a training focus that prevents, the regression. It does.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if it's gonna be too late for him or not.
It's only for, it might be too late, but it's only for one season that you stop the regressions. So.
Right. Yes, sir.
But it's for a whole position.
Yeah, it's for the whole position. Yeah.
Right. Guys got to be more into. I'm telling you, bro. There's more than just playing a game. Come on, I never expected to be in playoff games and losing -5s and shit like that. And playoff games because
crazy,
you know what I'm saying, because of scenarios.
Crazy.
That shit real right now, bro. Definitely real. Shit, man. Things like that happen in real life in the league, so shit, deal with it. Let's get back to the schedule though. Week 1, sorry. Let's get on to it. I was on the Packers and Lions. Left that. We went to the Dolphins and the Jets game, 42-21. All right, so the AFC East had a good game right now. We looking at who's the starting quarterback for the Dolphins. Now, how many of y'all feel like, the Dolphins kind of shitted on Teddy Bridgewater? Do anybody else feel that way?
With the Colin Kaepernick situation, bro. I ain't fucking with it. They got my man's all the way to the Super Bowl and left him for dead and shit. This nigga a walking ghost in free agency.
But look, not only did he leave him for dead like that, he straight raped him and used the shit out of him. Right?
Literally,
used him for a whole season, right? But listen,
used him for the whole
his ass.
season.
Here, babe. So,
I know his teammates mad as shit. Receiving core probably like, who the hell? I just feel like he was fucking with the offense. Offense was fucking with him. Then I just don't get it.
But you know what's crazy, bro? I'm gonna say it like this.
Dev trade from last year, and he just
I don't know.
But
I don't know how much money he was looking for because he would have had to sign him and all that. And maybe he just like, man, fucking, I ain't got the bread to be signing him. So if it's that I can understand that shit though.
Yeah, that's
but
always number
that
one.
That man got you to did some shit for you. But with that being said, he also drafted a quarterback. Now it's gonna be some guys on here that had extra picks that wasn't supposed to have those picks and shit. You will feel my wrath for that. Don't think you got away with it. Trust what I'm telling you. Now with that being said, 442 on the offensive yards gained to 335, 62 rushing yards to 188. Is the Jets starting to get his power game together over here, fellas? He drafted a big power back over there along with MC8. We can't call him MC8 now until he put that 8 on him, but Michael Carter's over there. 188 yards rushing, 380 in the air. You already know the Dolphins fling that thing. These guys spent a lot on the draft at the receiver position. A lot. We'll talk about that. I'm gonna do their division next. Offensive passing yards 147, 7 first downs to 14. Looked like the Jets was kind of controlling the game with the first down markers. 442 and 447. They were even there. 1 turnover and there it go. Three turnovers. So let's go look at who's doing what, when, where, and how. Brett Williams, the Alabama quarterback. I told you it's about 3, maybe 4 quarterbacks in the league from Alabama that's got teams that's starting right now. 6'6", 220-pound Alabama rookie. Threw for 385 yards, 5 touchdowns and only 1 pick. 125.4. Now in game 1 with those numbers, that'll make you forget about, especially with a rookie quarterback, he balled out. That'll literally make you forget about not having Teddy Bridgewater right there. So at this point right now, does it look like he made the right decision?
Yeah, so far. Yeah.
65.5 Zach Wilson, 169, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Zach got to stop turning the ball over. He's been doing this since his rookie year. Michael Carter carried the ball 20 times, 4.5, 90 yards. But the kid, Clifton Bingham from Oklahoma State, 5'10", 226, big back, 4 carries, 74 yards, 18.5 yards to carry and 2 touchdowns. Young Vince Weber from Tennessee, 5'11", 220 pound, running back, 8 carries, 50 yards, 6.3, and a touchdown. What's up, Cam Bam? We got an opening. You coming over here or not? Zach Wilson, 3 carries for 15 yards, and Brett Williams had a carry for 12. All right, so I don't know. Let's go. I don't know if I can check the speed. Anybody can check the speed out on that quarterback, Brett Williams. I want to know,
85.
you know. All right, so he got good enough speed to still roll out and do his rollout game.
Yeah.
All right, so Michael Carter, I said that already. Let's get in here. Waddle is still Waddle. 6 catches, 201 yards, 32.5, 3 touchdowns. He's still the new deep man in the league, especially while Tyreek Hill is regressing like that. Young Johnny Manning, he picked up a speed burner late in the draft. I was definitely trying to get this guy squared away. Johnny Manning, 4 catches, 113 yards, 1 touchdown. All right, so when you got a guy at 93 speed, like 97 acceleration right now, on the other side of Waddle right now, this offense can get dangerous. They getting faster on the offense. They got faster at running back, and they got faster at every other receiver position besides Waddle, because they drafted a whole lot of them right now. So let's see what happens. Mark Andrews is the new tight end for the New York Jets over here. He had 8 catches, 67 yards. He was effective in his first game in his new uniform. Corey Davis, 3 catches, 63 yards, 1 touchdown. Gandy had a catch for 38 yards. Here's another young rookie, Keontae Pettis, another short run. Now, the Dolphins got a bunch of 5'9", 5'8", and 5'10" receivers running around with speed. The short guys, man, they got them. They look like the Ravens looked last year in RDL at first with all them short, fast-ass receivers. 2 for 33. Is somebody copying the formula right now? Let me find the fuck out. And he had a touchdown, so he had another rookie. Hey, rookie! I don't care about the stats. I care that he scored a touchdown in this game. That's all that matters, right? Hey, rookie! Johnny Manning, 4 catches for 113, 28.3, and a touchdown. That's how effective Waddle is when these guys are acting like this right now. This might be scary over here for these Dolphins, man. It looked like their offense got better right now. So Wazak, premature? Did I prematurely ejaculate? And just shut the fuck up and let it take its course, because they don't go get the quarterback. They don't sign the quarterback that got him to the Super Bowl. They bring in another quarterback, rookie. He balled out his mind, and these receivers is running around here looking crazy out here like shit. And that's what's up. Okay, young Camden, you're getting it on right now. I'm still, for the life of me, he's the new T of the league on the low on defense. Boy, that boy will scream down with that safety and dive tackle you, safe tackle you, whatever you want to call it. He does it at a high level. And you can see Trell Williams with 11 tackles, 3 tackles for losses. He also had an interception in this game, man. This guy got both sides of the ball playing at a really good level right now, man.
Bears game in the fourth quarter.
Bears game in the fourth, good. Let me ask y'all, is the Dolphins and their coach, Young Camden, for real?
I said it last year, yeah. They threw me off a little with the Teddy Bridgewater shit, but as long as they can produce wins, yeah, they're still who they say they are.
Are you looking at them as favored to win their division this year?
Too early to tell. Too early to tell.
Too early to tell?
Yep.
Has anybody seen Snake? Don't go ducking. We up next, nigga. That's why he ain't show herself. Show yourself! What up, cuz? It ain't no snake in the building. Talking about no ghost. I'm from the hood, cuz. I don't give a fuck. Show yourself! What movie that's from? Anybody know?
Daniel son.
Show yourself! Alright, means a lot. Appreciate that, man. Max means a lot. Till he gets knocked off, it's his division. Same thing coming for you. These Dolphins I'm telling you, bro, they for real. And young Camden got it right now. I like his progression right now as a player, as a coach, as a GM. You're gonna come up off that extra fourth. I'm telling you right now. 9 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Ben Ingram at the middle linebacker position has 7 tackles in this game. He got these guys flying around. My boy Jaden Phillips, the #1 pick of last year, not #1, but their first round pick, 5 tackles. He played. So let's go see who got to the quarterback. Who got to the quarterback? Christian Wilkins did it twice. C.J. Mosley on the opposite side, and Agba. Emmanuel Agba's becoming a name over here for them. Got to the quarterback. INT-wise, what we doing? Huh? Emmanuel Agba picked it off, dropping DNs now, huh? Trell Williams had a pick. Van Ginkel had a pick. And there go my boy, Alonzo Battle. Will be a Baltimore Raven before the night's out. You heard it here first. Young Raheem Skibibbles. Skibibbles has the scoop on that. Boom got me last night, though. Hey, man, that shit happens. Regular season. A win doesn't lose, and a loss and a win early on doesn't describe who you are right now. Right now, we got you favored to win your division, so just do that. Texans coach, young Mike. I'm never, ever in my life going to scroll by Mike and not show him love when his hating ass win games and shit. Yeah, I called him a hater. I got my own personal reasons why I call him that. Texans, though, two of my favorite guys, Mike and Texans, Mark. All right, so Mark and his first found new team that he's finally playing with after a draft class comes in there, drafted the fastest receiver in the world. Gets into this game. I don't care about that. I want to go right here to player stats right now and see what happened. Devion Branch, another one of these rookie quarterbacks that got the start. 156.2 QB rating, 237 passing yards. Mike, 3 touchdowns, no picks, no sacks. Wow. Jalen Hurts, 82.3, 251, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 3 sacks in this game. Let's see what happened over here. Phillip Lindsay, 9 carries, 55 yards. Jonathan Taylor, 9 for 49, 5 yards a carry. But Stephen Parker, the new X-Factor running back, comes out on Superstar before he gets out of preseason. He gets a breakout message and jumps right up to an X-Factor. 8 carries, 36 yards, 4.5, 2 touchdowns. The speed demon, the fastest running back in the draft, Jawan Springs, 4 carries, 26 yards, 6.5. You get that boy about 10 more carries, we're looking at a good day, right? I would say so. I don't know, but Hurts fumbled running the ball. You know, these quarterbacks be coming out. The Wayne Tatum, the young slot receiver from out of Georgia, 5'11", 198, 5 catches, 191, 32.2 yards to catch. He had 3 touchdowns. He balled out. The young rookie, Speed Demon. Adrian Carmichael. So let's stop back and
These
say,
niggas
hey, rookie! They out here shitting with these motherfuckers. They seen last year all the speedy receivers was going up top and shitting. So right now, Mike, 32.2 yards a catch, 3 touchdowns with Dwayne Tatum.
Oh, baby.
Hey, rookie! And then the fastest running receiver in the draft comes out and he catches the ball 6 times for 81 yards, 13.5. His longest play was 30 yards. That means he caught something short and then took it to the crib because he faster than everybody on the field. 2 touchdowns. They shit it right now. Tight end Brevin Jordan, my guy, 5 for 58. Nico Collins, 3 for 39. Austin Fort, a name you don't even know, 2 for 30. As you can see, Jack Doyle, the tight end, had 2 catches for 23 yards. And Parker out the backfield for 21 yards. Let's go look at the defense and see what's going on over here. J.O.K. was the man in the hour. 14 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. This guy balled out. Damn, my rookie had 5, and I'm talking about he the man. This shit crazy. These rookies out here shitting. Chris Wilkinson, the cornerback, 7 tackles. All right, let's see who got to the quarterback. How many times and often? Bobby Uriki had 1. You got Quiddy Pay with 1, and you got DeForest Buckner with 1. All dogs. Good shit. All right, over here, INT, Rocky Yasin had a tick, and Deontay Griffin, the speed demon at safety, man. Good speed for this guy. I think he got 95 acceleration, 90 speed. He's a dog. 1 touchdown, 1 INT on him today for him, so he balled out. Mike said it the other day. My rookie's just balling, bro. Oh, man, I'm impressed because your quarterback balled out. Your top receiver balled out. Your young rookie running back balled out. Not only did that happen, you also had a safety that balled out. So you drafted 4 guys that showed up in week 1 and played like they were on the field for 10 seasons already. Good shit, Mike. Man, that's what happens when you know what you're doing in the offseason. Simple as that. And we get to the Ravens and the Bengals game right now. Now, a lot of y'all that watching right now that's in the league, you was in the same draft I was in. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The number 1 receiver on the board that was in he was the number 2 player in the draft. I thought he would sit there. Tell me if he don't go at 7, does he not make it? Does he make it in the first round, or does he make it to the second round? That's all I want to know. I think if he didn't go where he went, he wouldn't have got picked by nobody else until at least the second round. Do any of y'all agree with me? Nah? Yeah, maybe so. What you talking about, Ant? Anything? Any agreement at all? Do we hear anything going on? Nah? Anybody that's watching that can comment right now, man. You got the 6'6", 4'5" guy at number 1 receiver sitting over there, number 2 player in the draft. Would he have made it past the first round if the Bengals didn't draft him at 7? That's my question.
Say it again, bro. My dog's over here fucking.
I know your dog is a fucking hound dog.
No. What the fuck is this talking about?
I want to know that did that 6'7" receiver, 6'6" receiver that went to the Bengals pick 7? Would he had went in the first round? He was 90 speed, but he would have came out of 4.52. So my thing is, if niggas would have looked at the combine number and saw 4.52 on him at 6'6", 230 pounds, do you think he would have went in the first round if the Bengals didn't pick him at 7? Or do you think he would have dropped second, maybe third round?
I still think he would have went first round. I think he'd have went late though, like in the 20s.
I don't think he would have went, bro. I think people would have been they would have stayed away from that speed. He wasn't a speed burner.
Maybe though, because 4.52 is 6'6" is kind of like
fast.
It's fast. Like that's why I'm like
fast.
that's why I'm like that's low key. Like you're just 0.2 away from.
But guys ain't gonna add that up. I promise you. You know, we've been in the draft with these guys forever. They're not gonna add up the fact that he's 6'6", 230 pounds, and he run a 4.52. Like you should pick him, right? And Circle Bob did, and he only picked him because Sidney Cake went to pick before him. So then he goes to get the next guy on his board. And let's talk about it right now. Here we go. Dig into it. Lamar Jackson had a 90.8 QB rating. He threw 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Here's another rookie quarterback, A.J. Solari, also had 282 yards, 2 touchdowns. He threw 5 picks, though. If I was going to trade to Giants for his first, if I was going to draft, I wanted one of the big body receivers since I already have slot. I knew that, bro. I knew that's the type of receiver you would have liked. I know you would have got yourself a big receiver. So I could see you drafted, picking him up in the first round. I definitely could see that. All right, so he started Joe Burrow on the bench. He only got in the game for 1 time and threw a pick right away. Solari had the ball. He's the new rookie over there. And don't get fooled, righty? Don't look at the stats and be like, oh, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. But if you look at the box score, you saw we was in a dogfight for 3 quarters. 3-7. He won the first quarter. 7-7 ball game in the second quarter. I'm down 14-7. Then I scored 14 in the third. So the second half we turned up on him. 14, he scored 7, which made it a 24-21 ball game. And then we beat the shit out of him in the second half, the fourth quarter. With 5 minutes left, we scored 35 points. And we turned it on, baby. Yeah, let's go. Anyway, so Lamar had 90.8 QB rating, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs, 1 sack. Celerio had 5 INTs right now, rushing. Casey Fields, the young rookie running back, the dog of the running back draft, 20 carries, 131 yards, 6.62 touchdown. Mixon had 8 carries for 53 yards. Lamar Jackson had 29 yards and a touchdown. Celerio had an 11-yard run, and so on and so forth. Let's keep it moving. At the receiver position, J.T. Bolden is second. Here he goes, 6'6", 230 pounds. This man had 5 catches, 134 yards. His longest was 50, so out of that 134, 50 of them was a bomb. He had a touchdown in that game as well. Hollywood, 3 catches, 100 yards and a touchdown. New tight end, Aaron Wesley. I don't think he's going to keep that name too much longer, but he had 5 catches, 65 yards, 13 yards a catch and a touchdown. Joe Mixon out the backfield, 2 for 43 and a touchdown. Tanyan had 2 catches. Jamar Chase got shut, flat out shut. Keep it moving. A new rookie tight end has a couple catches, 4 catches for 30 yards. Rashawn got shut, 3 catches for 29 yards. Duvernay's trying to become the new slot receiver over here for the Baltimore Ravens. 2 catches for 26 yards, shut. You go over there and keep it moving and look at the defensive side of things right now. Van Der Esch picked up a free agent. He had 10 tackles. My boy Chad Sirac has 6. Hammer Nasir Dean has 6. Logan Wilson has 6. Deshaun Elliott 5, and so on and so on. Well, let's go look at tackle for losses and see what happened on here. Van Der Esch, Luke Wilson, Deshaun Elliott, Ray Lewis the second right now. Matabuke had 1. Snowden and Ted Saragusa. The black Saragusa got in the backfield as well. Sack-wise right now, Chaz had 1. Jose Cavero had 1, and then Jason Adolphe Owe had a sack as well. But then you get to the interception department. My starting 2 corners, we different over here. I care about your speed no more. All y'all little fast ass receivers, we don't care about that no more. Sean Wade is that superstar, 2 picks, took 1 to the crib. Marlon Humphreys had 2 picks, took 1 to the crib. Deshaun Elliott had a pick. Steiner had a pick. We also threw 1 to Darius Phillips and Von Bell. Let's go see who took shit to the crib. Gotta go see it. I told you, guys had got to the end zone. Let's see who did. Maybe I was lying. Nope, 1 and 1. Like I said, Marlon Humphreys, Sean Wade, both had 2 picks. Both of them took 1 to the crib. Simple as that. Baltimore beat the shit out of the Bengals, 59-21. You see a theme that's been scoring all 50 points. 50 burger guys been scoring 59. Then you come down here to the Cardinals and the Broncos, and you watch the 23-14 game. Denver Broncos open up and win their first game at home, and Coach Jimbo pulls it off against the AFC. Best record team in the NFC over there. It wasn't the NFC champions because the Bears won the Super Bowl, so they had to be the champions. But 23-14, I didn't watch this game, but we're gonna talk about what happened in this game. Do I want to talk about the box score? Hell no. We go straight to where we want to see what, when, where, and how. Tua, 89.7, 164 yards, not a touchdown, not a pick, but he was sacked 4 times. What's going on, Kyler Murray, man? Let's stop here for a second, bro. I mean, we almost in a situation where it's starting to look a little like do I need to question Kyler Murray right now, or do we need to because you got to trust it, right? So the guy threw 80 plus touchdowns the year last year, but on the flip side of that 80, he threw the most interceptions as well, right? He comes out of the Super Bowl, the game before the Super Bowl, with a 20-something QB rating, and he starts week 1 off the same way with a 22.2 bad rating right now. Should we be concerned for Kyler Murray and Coach Peyton Manning? They don't seem like they on the same page right now with the play calling and Kyler pitting things where you need to put him at as far as throwing the ball around the park. Should we be concerned right now, or we know who the guy is and what he's capable of doing? He'll come out of that. Remember when Aaron Rodgers it's just week 1, relax. Should I be relaxing right now, or should we be concerned that Kyler Murray hasn't looked good in 2 games, his last 2 games? Anybody, they say we don't talk about Falky at all. We give him passes, so let's talk about him right now, because his quarterback looked like shit. 29 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions.
I feel like it was
It looked like me.
I feel like it was a game of both. Like it's like a little both. We shouldn't be worried, but at the same time, the back-to-back games is something that we've never really seen with such a low QBR rating. That I beg it's like we shouldn't be worried for the whole season, but like right now, immediately worried. Yes, if that makes sense.
Nah, don't.
Like,
Explain yourself.
because he can
Show
still turn around.
yourself!
It's only week 2, but so he can still turn around. There's a lot of football. There's more football to play than less football that's been played. But like I said, we've never seen a game where back-to-back Falk hasn't been able to figure out his passing game. Like, so maybe it's a situation within the game, like it's him figuring out 22 still, or maybe it's a situation with him and Kyler. But the rest of the 16 games will kind of like give room to that. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
well, like I said, this man
Can you
threw.
guys see? Wait. Can you guys see Murray getting traded before the year's up?
That's what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
this,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it might be up for Kyler, maybe for Peyton Manning.
I can see him doing some shit like
coach.
sending Kyler to the Raiders to get Tyron Justice. I can see him doing something like that. Or sending him to the Saints to try to get the young quarterback Jada Styles. I can see him doing something like that, bro. Because if he don't get it together, soon, and he keep coming out here with 22.2 ratings and all that shit and throwing more picks and touchdowns. Hell yeah, it's probably that 5-10 trying to throw from the pocket. Yeah, it's possible. That's possible too. I agree, Drew. But I do know we're talking at one of the best passers in the league who's out here throwing turnovers more than, a guy that really doesn't, do all that, but he's doing that right now. With that being said, the game we was waiting on is completely over right now, so we get to advance the league right now. But are we concerned about Kyler Murray is the question right now. What we did see is Javonte Williams touched the ball 23 times on the ground, 166. He had 7.2 yards to carry, 1 touchdown. Tyson Williams goes from Baltimore to Arizona right after the draft, and he carries the ball 12 times for 118 yards, 9.8, 1 touchdown. Did the Ravens fuck up by getting rid of a Tyson Williams, bro? They got remember Tyson Williams was a normal, and then at the week 10 he was a star. And then they never got to play with him as a superstar. He wilded out. He had a great year for the Baltimore Ravens, and they don't even get to use him once he gets his ability, and they trade him to the Arizona Cardinals. Do you think that was a mistake by the Ravens? Nano, considering you played me, do you think that was a mistake that we got rid of a Tyson Williams?
No, I don't think so. I think that running back that you have, right, like, I think it was good. I think you got a better running back. He's gonna be better than Tyson Williams, I think.
Well, you only make a trade like that when you get a rookie in the building. You hoping that he's gonna be better than Tyson Williams. This wasn't a Ravens trade where it was our system, we could plug and play anybody. This was a Ravens trade where, honestly, to me, the running back was like a top 5 player in that draft. And literally, I wasn't letting him go past the second round. I barely was almost ready not letting him go past the first. And you get that type of player in the building, then you have to really trust what he is and hope that he develop into what you expecting him to develop into. And so far, so good. But Tyson Williams can help this offense over here. I mean, just think about it, though. 12 carries, 118 yards. This guy averaged 9.8 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. I think Falk got to get off of this thing where he's screaming, guys out here giving that running back 30 carries a game and all that shit. And he out here trying to fling it all over the place. And the success of flinging it is great because he can throw the ball and call plays with the best of them. But at the flip side of it, not giving your guy 20 carries is the reason why you out here throwing 4 or 5 picks a game and not dominating the way you want to dominate. The game is already showing you what type of game it is right now. So you playing an opponent that's not coming in week 1 trying to develop his rookies and shit with like players and really don't care about the win. You got an opponent who he wants to win at all the time, every game he plays.
Also, I think Kyler's tired, very tired, because he
overtrained him.
Intense training.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's
old school. Maybe that might be a backwards reverse psychology of genius by Falk. Like, deal with it early and get these guys, put them through a vigorous training camp. I'm surprised he came out with no injuries with that. The way they practice in full pads and hitting all day, every day for 5 days a week, then got to play the game. Eventually, maybe that flips over to something that we not, a lot of us is not willing to take that chance doing. These guys are fuck it, we going full pads, we don't care, we getting every XP we could possibly get, and we'll deal with the games as they come over there like that. But all right, so we saw Javonte Williams not only have 23 carries for 100 yards, the man caught the ball out the backfield for 8 carries for 94 yards. Is this tech down Charlie or butt ball? What was we getting out of this guy? He relied on Javonte Williams, and he was down there 90% of his offense and literally won him the ball game. What do you say about what Jimbo is doing as far as offensively in week
Check
1?
Down. It's check down, Charlie, and butt ball.
He decided to win the game, right? And can't you tell by the way the game was played? He decided to win. 23 carries, 8 catches to the running back. I'm gonna take what you give me, and we know that's the type of coach he is, man. So I always tell you, this guy's always going to be in a running in a race to be able to do some things over here. Isaiah Simmons had 10 tackles. J.J. Watt had 6, 2 tackles for loss and a sack. We go look at some INTs. Who else had sacks over here? Did anybody from them? J.J. Watt had a sack. Xavier Collins had a sack. Roy Fairley had a sack. James Wiggins, how did he get James Wiggins? See, Mark, you get a good dog on practice squad waiver, don't sign him back, and he overpaid. I don't know, man. The Broncos got all these safeties, but none of them could play sub linebacker. So I'm trying to figure out what he's going to do with them. Like, how do you get them all on the field? Do you just put them all on different formations and stuff like that? Because they can't go to sub linebacker. They're not big enough to do it. I want to know how he's using these guys. Jeremy Cumberland, the left end, had a sack, and Von Miller, old veteran, had a sack as well. INT-wise, let's see who did what, when, where, and how. Caden Stearns, pick. Again, got these good-ass safeties, but they small guys. Julian Blackman, 6 foot, 187. Another guy that can't go in the sub-linebacker position. INT. Justin Simmons, 6'2", 202. Another guy that got to stay deep. 1 pick. Patrick Surtain, 6'2", 202. He had a pick as well in this game. Broncos pulled the win off, fellas. We're going to get back to these things. Let me go check out on stuff and make sure we hit the lead before, anything else. We know the Jets, Texans, I think it's oh yeah, Jets get the win. 50-50 there. 50-50 there. Chiefs get the win. New coach over there. And we're good. Check on injuries real fast. Make sure they off. What do you do? They are all. Have anybody seen Snake? Don't look like I'm getting my game played. That's fine. Alright, let's go look at it. See who did what. Hold on, before I advance, look at the weekly awards. Who got the weekly awards in week 1? Ronald Jones, 31 carries, fresh out the gate. First game of the regular season, 31 carries, 220, 7 yards a carry, 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 catches out the backfield, 21 yards. Rookie quarterback Williams had 13 for 21, 385, threw 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. He was sacked once. He carried the ball for 12 yards. Melifanu had a tackle, 3 interceptions and a touchdown. Marlon Humphreys had 3 tackles, 2 interceptions and a touchdown. They were your week 1 4 players of the week. 2 offense, 2 defense, AFC, NFC. Good shit. Let's dig deep. Uh-oh, forecast, heavy rain. Let's check out the predictions right now. Here we go. About to have people -5s all over the fucking place. Let's talk about it. Let's take ourselves through the coaching shit. All right, Lamar Jackson, quarterback. It looks like it's going to be raining for the entire game this week, and probably won't take long for the conditions to get pretty sloppy. What's our plans on offense? Pass the ball, run the ball. Of course, run the ball, right? All right. With the slick football and rough footing, it's be hard to establish a good rhythm in the passing game, so practice your handoffs because we're going to be doing a lot of it this week. You're grounded. Beat the Cowboys and rack up 150 plus rushing yards, and what happens? That's it? Okay, we're grounded. We'll take that. Let's go. They ain't take nothing away from us, so we'll take that. All right. Players to negotiate with. We got some talking to do. Scout players. It's time to bring the draft class in.
Sign Barkley, fresh ink, baby. Hey, 2-6.
Hey, got the draft class in right now. Hey, got the draft class in right now. Braden Stanton, the quarterback. Travis Walden, Dylan Virgil, Eli Valentine, Ben Harden, Shane Spellman. All first rounders. Gene Rumors. Oh my God, G Rumors. See what we hear about. At the running back, we have one first round guy, Kendrick Graham. Aaron Poole, second rounder. Let's go look at the first round. No fullbacks. Wide receivers. Hugh Boatwright, number one receiver. Anton Carter. Edward Fells, top three receivers right now. That's in the draft. Let's see what they 6'2", 200, 6 foot 208, 6'4", 225. Got a 5'9", Brandon McCrary, deep threat. Eric Sims, Oskino Molden, Bernard Hyde, Adrian Jones, Taj Davis, John Wiley, Darren Lippett, Glenn Bird, Zach Evans, and so on. Tight ends, who we got over here? Bryce Callender is the number one tight end. Second rounder. Then you got Dom Quincy, Taylor Ward, Rick Ramsey, Schultz from Michigan. Do we see anybody? See, I don't know why they keep coming in with this NA shit, bro. Like, I don't want to edit the draft class. They already done. So I don't want to go inside of it to be fixing this shit, but I think I am this year. No first round lineman in the left tackle position. One first round lineman at the left guard position, Cecil Turner. Center, no first rounders at all. Line gonna be weak this draft. Oh my God. So you better get your alignment if you need them. Jeremy Carter, second round. Rob Barrett, second round. Right tackles, no first rounders. Barely. We had one first round offensive lineman this draft. Says a lot. Defensive ends, Bill Mills, Nick Garaldo, Jamie Spings, not Spings, okay. First rounders. Let's go look at. We got a Marquise Tillman. If he Mike got some black relatives from Notre Dame, okay. Right in. Jermaine Gillespie. You got Donovan Cofield, 6'7", he's gonna be a beast. Clayton Walker, 6'5", another first rounder. DeMontre Edwards out of Oregon. Speed rusher at 6'8". That says a lot, right? Oh my God. D tackles, one first rounder. Kevin Chamberlain, 6'4", 299. Warren Sapp in the building. Cole Godwell second, and Virgil Smith. We're not gonna go. Randy Sapp down here. I said it. Warren Sapp in the building. God damn. Mike Sanders. Keep it moving. Left outside linebackers. We got one. Keenan Barrington, Michigan. Middle linebackers. Ben Strong, 6'4". Where's he from? I gotta go in and check him. Right. Oh man. Bradley Lavelle, number from Michigan. Look like Michigan got some dogs out here this year. All right. Tyreek Dawson, outside linebacker, second rounder. Cedric Allen, second rounder. No first rounders there. Corners, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 first round corner grades right now. Oh my God. George Jeffers, Markel Terry, Gerald Collins, Benji Clayton, Quandre Bly, Randy Kirkland. We got Alexander Cameron, Andrew Manning, second rounders. All right. Safeties, one first rounder, Brian Stevens out of Penn State. Safeties, Chris Reed, first rounder, NA. I think he we got a Von Burley out of Penn State. Got some Penn State guys out here this year. All right. Check in, do your scouting, see who's who. He drops down to the third round, turned red. I don't know about that, cuz what about Brian Stevens? What he about? Oh my God, he stays at an A, mid first rounder though. Okay, let's go back. First corner we hear about from Florida. He drops to second round. Must not be a dog. Must not be a dog. First rounders. Let's see what these guys about. He drops to the third. What about Bradley Lavelle? He's a first round talent, late first round talent. Solid as a rock star. You know who we are. Oh yeah. Now let's get back to what we was talking about, man. All right, so the big game of week 2. Let's go over here and see what happens in the schedule. We're in week 3. Ability changing closes at advance, just so y'all know. Alright, so let's get to the scheduling right now and let's dig into it. Football team plays the Lions in week 3. That's a big time game. Football team are 2-0 on the year right now. Jets versus the Bengals. This is a big game. Both these teams need to win bad. Rams and Bills. We'll see. New coach over there for the Buffalo Bills. Steelers Browns. Big game. Last time they played this game, The Browns got their revenge game back. Steelers won the first matchup. They split. This is a good division game right here. Steelers versus Browns. Vikings versus Patriots. Big game right here. Nano Burgers versus Brandon. Brandon out here throwing 9 touchdowns and balling with these Vikings right now. You're starting to see the rookie running back from last year getting more carries than Dionne Mccoy right now. What's that about? And the Patriots coming off of a big-time loss. They played a hell of a game against the Baltimore Ravens. They lost that in the fourth quarter. And they looking for revenge in that game with Kareem Hunt and J.K. Dobbins carrying the ball. Saints, young foe, plays the Bucks for the first time now. They don't think takes the young quarterback Jaden Styles to go into Tampa Bay and face veteran Tom Brady and the Bucks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that powerful run game over there. Titans, Texans, man, both of these guys need a win right now. Who's going to take this game? Is it going to be Coach Los or Coach Mark? Falcons, Panthers. All right, right now you got a computer game, so we know for sure Coach Fofo going to get a dub right now. Broncos travel to Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks need a win. They played 2 good games and lost them late. Broncos is looking to go 3-0 in this shit right now. Broncos, Seahawks, Cardinals, 49ers. Big time game in the division right away now. Coach Drew and Coach Falk. This is the game I want to watch right now. I think this is going to tell us a lot for that NFC West between these 2 matchups right now. Can young Drew come over and take advantage of the fact that Kyler's not having a good season so far and come out here and do something that we don't expect him to do, which is pull out a win? I think he can. He still didn't get the receiver he want, big body guy. But come holler at me. I got a big receiver. Let's trade. Let's trade receivers. Head up. I got a 6'4" guy for you. Come send me that guy you got. Bears, Giants. Big time game right here, man. The Super Bowl champs are looking to face on the New York Giants coming off a disappointing loss against the 49ers. So we know this is a big time game to tune in. This might be one of our game of the weeks as well. Dolphins coach right now. Both of them got them a speed burner at receiver. The Dolphins got a few of them right now. Can they continue their stretch and win another game? And can the coach hang with these Dolphins team? Because the Dolphins is playing like they're the best team in the AFC right now. Raiders, Jaguars, young quarterback versus young quarterback. What's going to happen in this game? I don't know. But I do know Tyron Justice was on full display yesterday, and everybody was tuned in looking at the rookie quarterback play. He came back from a 28-7 deficit and ended up winning by 49 and like 28 or some shit. Cowboys, Ravens. Zeke coming in here looking to carry the ball for another game of 35-plus carries against this young, stingy Baltimore's defense right now. Nando, how hard was it to run against Baltimore in y'all game?
It's pretty tough. They got a good front 7. It was definitely a tough game.
This game is going to come down to if Zeke can run the ball. Bottom line, he can get out the backfield, and he got to be somewhere between 4 yards a carry for him to be successful in this game. Packers, Eagles, big time game. The Eagles is on an ultimate high right now, and they've been running through teams and playing at a high level. The Packers are in a situation where, you know, they can't take another loss. And then we're going to start having questions about Aaron Rodgers. Should he let him go, trade him, cut him, do something, clean some of that cap up? Got to figure it out right now. All I know is young Aaron Rodgers, you know, got to win a game right now. And if he doesn't, we're looking at the Packers to be in the top 10 picking this year, where we didn't want him to be at so fast. And then the Chiefs Chargers. First time Coach Corey get to see aging Tyreek Hill and Nicole Hardman and all those guys over there. And these Chargers are playing at a high level. They're not only throwing the ball, they're running the ball really well too. And I love how they playing with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and mixing them in with the 2 guys they got. One out from a trade and Tylan Wallace. And then a rookie receiver they picked up as well. So they got a major tight end over there that's looking to be the new Kelsey of this division. So we're going to see some things over here. They got the fastest tight end in the draft, and the kid Moss over there. And let's see, you know, what type of shit that goes on with this Chargers offense. Is this a new Chargers team that's running the ball? Because that can make this team scary. If their possession catching receivers catch the ball at a high level in their passing game with the tight end stretching the field and their slot receiver stretching the field, right? Both the slot receivers, and then they're running the ball and getting 100 yards a clip in the games, that's going to be dangerous. They scoring points at a high level. They might even have the most points scored in the first 2 games right now. Chiefs versus Chargers. I know Coach Rich the Barber is waiting for an answer on why Reek is out there looking like chopped meat right now because he mad as hell. He need him back up to 99.99. And if I can't find the answer, then maybe that might happen. If not, deal with it and move on from it. Okay, all we want to do is see who had the player of the week, because we're not looking at stats yet. It's too early to really be talking about anybody and who's shitting right now. Although I do want to give a hey rookie out to one of these rookies, and we'll see. So I am going to look at stats. I lied. So I'm going there first before I look at player of the week and look at stats right now. Give me a second. Let me dig into it. Everybody played their second game, so let's see. All right, so young Kellen Mond is leading the league in passes right now. 794. He might even be leading the league in touchdowns. But he got 794 yards right now. Herbert's behind him with 741. Baker Mayfield, 725. Sam Darnold, 719. Kyler Murray, 716. Deshaun Watson, 685. Brett Williams, 676. And then you got Patrick Mahomes with 629. Aaron Rodgers, 606. And so forth. But we're going to look at touchdown guys right now. Kellen Mond threw 11 already in 2 games. Kyler Murray threw 11 in 2 games. Brett threw 7. Justin Fields threw 7. Herbert threw 6. Patrick Mahomes threw 6. Deshaun Watson threw 5. Wilson 5. And so on. Who's donating the most? Did I what? Oh no, I had them out. They in the bottle. Why you need them? Huh? And Marcus Mariota with let's go to donations right now. I'm looking at interceptions, not touchdowns. Give me a second. It is Eric. I got you. 15. Aaron Rodgers, 15. God damn. Sidney Cake, 10. Ryan Tannehill, 9. Solari, 9. Patrick Mahomes, 7. And Jada Styles, 7. Travis Charleston, 6. Kyler Murray, 6. Brett Williams, 6. Are we concerned about Aaron Rodgers with 15 interceptions right now?
Yep.
As concerned as one could be. It's only fucking 2 games in the season.
How about Sidney Cake? 1 touchdown, 10 picks as a rookie right now.
Yep. Pretty concerned actually over there too. Sounds like bust.
Man, that's not. Man, I don't know. That's not good. It's definitely not
I was
good
about
at
to
all.
say, was that too like, yeah?
I mean, we get right back to like get excited about a quarterback going to the coach full, and then all of a sudden he's throwing picks more than he's doing anything else. Tom Brady got an 85% QB rating right now. Deshaun Watson's behind him with 79. Pat Mahomes 75. You got Trevor Lawrence with 72. Zach Wilson with 71. Then Lamar Jackson 68. Trey Lance 67 with Herbert 67. Mac Jones 65%. Tua at 64%. We'll stay there. I'm not concerned, but I haven't seen. Let's look at the rookies. Any rookies on this list? Let's go back to touchdowns and see how many rookies is out here flinging the ball around. Brett Williams, 7 touchdowns, 6 picks, 59%. What do y'all feel about that, man? Did he get a pass because he's a rookie with the 59% right now, under 60%, 7 touchdowns through 6 picks right now. But as far as touchdowns, he's 1, 2, 3, tied for 3rd on the list right now, or tied for 2nd. Do he get a pass, or do you think he having a good season? Like, what we doing here? Is he? I like him. I don't think this is a bad thing. I do think you need to get over that 60% or higher as far as completion percentage. But 7 touchdowns, 6 picks. You expect a rookie to make mistakes, so I'm not mad at it. But he's still throwing the ball at a high level, 676 yards. Ain't bad at all. If there's another rookie on this list, touchdown-wise, I guess you come down here to Devion Branch. He threw 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. But he had 47 completion percentage. It's not really good at all. Don't like that at all. Got to get that up higher. Mayfield at 63% is cool. Styles, 3 touchdowns, 7 picks. He had 52% as well. Got to get that up there. Darnold at 56%. You got Aaron Rodgers at 48% with the most picks in the league. Sam Russell, the young quarterback, 33 for 3, 61% as well. These guys got to get it going. Let's look at the running backs real fast and see what rookie running backs are going crazy on the run stats right now and see what happens. So obviously, guys, we going into week 3. 2 games played, and Ezekiel already got 57 carries.
Damn.
But it's not bad though. 334, almost 6 yards a carry and 4 rushing touchdowns. He averaging 167 yards a game. No one stopped him from having 100 yards yet, but it hasn't. This is the difference though. All those carries and they usually control the ball, control the clock, isn't resulting in the wins right now. So is the guys that are trying to run their way into wins, is that starting to change now? Are we starting to see defenses catch up to that shit? How y'all feel about it?
I feel like people are trying to adapt to it, but not necessarily fully understanding on how to stop the run. You see more people stacking the box, attempting to run down with safeties or shoot gaps quickly with linebackers. So I think the league is trying to like manually adjust. They're not actually like schematically adjusting, if that makes sense.
All right, J.K. Dobbins, 46 carries, 333 yards, 7.26 touchdowns. Now, J.K. Dobbins shit would be way higher than that, but the problem is they go in and got them a backup running back who could be a starter for, again, damn near majority of the league, right? So 46 carries from 333, 7.2 yards a carry, 6 touchdowns. He averaging 166.5. So 167 yards a game. Saquon Barkley on 30 carries, he averaging damn near 10 yards a carry, 298. He has 2 touchdowns. Dionne
Best
Swift,
back in the league.
33. Say it again.
Best back in the league.
Say that shit like you mean it, son.
What the fuck?
Best back in the league.
You want this, Erica? Erica, you want this?
Barely. It got like.
Here, give me that. I'll do it. You don't got to do it. Just tell me when you want it done. I got you. All right, so he said he's the best back in the league. How many of y'all believe him? DeAndre Swift showing off, 145 in the game. Derrick Henry, 32 carries. He averaging 9 yards to carry, 3 touchdowns as well. Ronald Jones got hurt week 2. He ain't the best back in the league. Uh-oh.
He best back in the league. He has half the carries as Ronald Jones and literally 400 yards less than him last season, and he's gonna do the same shit this season.
All right, so Ronald Jones, ready? Ronald Jones was the MVP of last year's league. He also carried the ball more than anybody else in the league. J.K. Dobbins was third. J.K. Dobbins was third with carries, but he was the rushing leader title. All right, Saquon Barkley was one of 4 running backs to have 2,000 plus yards. But you're saying you did it with half the carries as everybody else, right? And why is that important to you?
Because it's not like he's touching the ball every single down. When you touch the ball every single down, it's the majority. Like, you're gonna get more chances to show that you're the best. I'm showing I'm in the elite company with half the carries. Which means if I gave that nigga 400 carries, that nigga would have 4,000 yards. Or damn near close to it. Oh, my God.
And he made his case for why he's the best running back in the league. Now, go ahead, J.K. Dobbins. Why is J.K. Dobbins the best running back in the league?
Because he's just he does it at a almost elite level. That's how it is.
He what? I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
He does it at a very high level all throughout his career if he stays with me.
All right, so I'll make the case for you because, boy, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. But J.K. Dobbins, without J.K. Dobbins on the team, does the Patriots win ball games?
Nah.
Without J.K. Dobbins, this is how you know who's important to your team and not how they are. Without J.K. Dobbins, can the Patriots win a ball game?
Nope.
Nigga, Hussein said J.K. soft.
J.K. soft. Oh my God. All right. So so when you look at those elite running backs, Ezekiel Elliott, Ronald Jones, J.K. Dobbins, Saquon Barkley, they were the 4 running backs we had that had 2,000 plus yards. And our argument is who's the best running back out of those 4 right now. So if you look at the argument, you got the Bucks being able to argue, yeah, I had the most carries in the league, but the result of that was second most rushing yards in the league and an MVP and an Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC. Nano saying, all right, I had third amount of carries. JK is literally the reason why we had the number 1 seed in the AFC. Without him, we don't win games, so that shows you how important he is to the team. And he also led the league in rushing yards. Then you got Saquon Barkley, who's saying, I'm doing what these guys doing with their running backs with half their carries right now. He's the best running back in the league. If I gave them, we play an if game, but if I gave him 400 plus carries, he rushed for 4,000 yards and not what they did. Simple as that. Then you got the case for Ezekiel Elliott, real fast. Ezekiel Elliott with second most carries in the league and literally wielded the Eagles to the division and to the divisional round in the playoffs. So go ahead, make your case for J.K. Dobbins. I mean for Ronald Jones. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, don't disrespect my man's like that. So it's way different when Max is known as more so of a passer than when you're running the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like him, a Folk, somebody like that, they're going to get more yards per carry because everybody's focused on more so the pass and of that scheme. When you got 9 in the box and can still run the ball, I feel like it's way more impressive because they know what me or Hernando or somebody's going to do. And we can still run the ball. Yeah, we may have to run the ball more because that's what somebody's setting up for us to do.
Right.
But to be able to still do it at a high level regardless.
I just didn't think the league necessarily coached me as a passer, quote unquote, because if you wasn't there when I originally had my coach, but I was really running with JT 60% of the offense, 40% passing, up until I got Fields and the Ritter and late Davis Mills. You didn't even come around till Davis Mills. So like you saw a passer me, but I first started RDL. I think everybody can attest that I was running predominantly a good amount.
Yeah, we're talking
I did
right
balance,
now.
yeah, but right
but,
now, even
but
right now,
he on some. I don't give a fuck what you screaming about. Listen, 9 in the box is the reason why I got the most carries in the league because guys are prepared for me to run the ball, and we still doing it at a high level, pretty much better than anybody else in the league doing it. So. Who's killing the kid in the background?
Rob.
That's Rob. I already told y'all. I told you about everybody from the crew that be in the chat. I told y'all. I'm gonna go to the store and get you a bag of chips in a second. That's how you calm his little badass down. But yeah, so all right, so you know Nano's a runner. So 9 in the 8, 9 in the box, and guys prepare for the run. Like if you literally stop Nano's run, you win a ball game 9 out of 10 times. But to be able to stop it is the hardest thing in the world. I thought I had it bottled up all game long, and then all of a sudden one drive comes and he gets what he wants in the run game. So and then Snake just literally realized, fuck it, I'll lean on my X factor and let him just run me right to a win right now. Simple as that. So out of those 4 backs,
run success got me wins. It wasn't like Danielson was getting me wins. I think that's just me being able to make Danielson look a hell of a lot better than what he is. Saquon still carried my team. I just don't run half as much as you guys do. It's a choice. Doesn't mean he's not the best back in the league. It's just a choice.
I just want to kill the narrative of, you know, is it a bad thing that these guys are running as much as they running?
No, fuck no. I'm bragging about it because I want to be the best running back in the league. It doesn't. I don't give a fuck if niggas think running is corny, trashy. I mean, you go in the NFL today, Derrick Henry will give you 35 carries if you do not fucking stop him, and that's just the flat out truth. And he enjoys that shit. Every minute of the day, 30 carries, Derrick Henry. So, I mean, that's just football. Stop it. Period.
All right, so that narrative is killed right there. So, and the fact that you're screaming, my running back the best because I did it with half carries. So you kind of like saying that, but then on the flip side, you're penalizing.
That's just also my choice. My back is only back with injury problems out of all those backs. So it's like half carries got like the half carries was like we had to play that way because some games this nigga popped up yellow, and I'm thinking it's because, you know, we have practice and we split in practices, but Saquon does have an injury problem. I think Madden just got that in the game, so he had to have half carries. If I could have had Saquon with 400 carries, I probably would have on some real shit. I just could not, or he would have died on the football field. But he still was able to be in the top elite category with less carries. So I have that confidence about my back.
So Rob, me and you are not part of that category of those top 4 running backs of last year. Out of those 4 running backs, you played every last one of them except J.K. Dobbins. Who's the best running back in the league to you out of those 4?
Out of those 4, as far as usage, I gotta say Zeke.
Zeke.
He just like Saquon can be neutralized, bro. Like I don't have he's good for he can burst free, but Zeke I cannot stop him. Like he's falling forward every play, bro. And then don't let him light the fuck up. Like say by far Zeke gave me the most problems.
All right, so in your eyes, Ezekiel Elliott is the best running back.
I can see that though.
And when you got 4 running backs that rushed for 2,000 plus yards and had a high amount of carries that they had, you can argue for all 4 of them. So when you say Zeke, that comes off of your experience of playing them all. You played the Bucks, You had
like,
Ronald
I
Jones.
just feel like, well, Craig always been around, but at some point I played Craig so much I kind of already know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's like, okay, maybe I'll win some, he'll win some. Same with Saquon. Like Max don't run him as much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My whole thing with Max is what's the passing game looking like?
Right.
So when you get to them Cowboys, you gotta understand he is not passing if he don't got a pass.
If he don't got a pass, he's straight handing the ball off on some
Like,
youth league football, 130-pound team. Fucking 50 carries in the game.
Like you don't look at the stats and like, oh, like Dak threw passes. No, what happened was I finally got a stop. He had to punt me the ball, and he went down 2 touchdowns, and he had to pass. Other than that, he was gonna run that ball, and it was looking like he was playing who can get the ball last.
Right, and he uses that to his advantage. Time of possession and carries present no turnovers for him unless they fumbling, and then he's trying to create turnovers while you passing. And that's his style of play. That's what they doing. They got the horse to do it. I like that argument. I didn't play none of these backs last year at all, but I watched every last one of them play. I gotta say I'm impressed with the 2 top ones. I'm impressed with the most. I'll get to see Ezekiel once he hop on, but Ronald Jones and J.K. Dobbins, and the reason is this: I haven't seen one team they play that don't have all their players prepared for the run and their safety coming down. They don't even care about passing deep. You could throw the ball bombs on these guys. They won't have no safety help at all because they are coming down to stop the run because they know they have to stop the run to beat them. And these guys still, you have one who led the league in rushing yards and one who was the MVP of the league. So for them to still continue to do that, my argument would be, I think the Bucs can win without running the football. I do think so. But I think Nano, if you take Elliott if you take Dobbins off the field, he's not. He doesn't have the number 1 AFC the number 1 spot.
I understand why Rob's saying that about the Cowboys though, because his argument is that shit, we ain't seen Dak passes, so at this point, I mean, you getting Dak to throw passes probably results in more of a loss than letting Zeke run the ball.
But this is my question though: Zeke got 57 carries. Zeke averaged 6 yards a carry. Zeke got 4 rushing touchdowns. The Cowboys got 2 losses.
Yeah, right? They 0-2. That sounds like defense to me, though, more than anything. It doesn't sound like the game plan changed.
I never seen he gives everybody else fits, but I never had a problem with Snake's defense. It's kind of vanilla. Not to talk. I'm not even throwing shots either. Don't take that wrong. It was like
he throwing them pow 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 pow.
He said vanilla.
It was like with Snake's offense, you're getting heavy dose of Zeke. He's going to go a couple crossing routes. He might take a shot deep with one of his speed burners. But it's the same streak every time.
No shit.
Predictable, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you pretty much saying it's the same song, bro. It comes down to, it just comes down to, Zeke just going to get the ball, and the question is, can you stop him from carrying the ball for positive yards all game long? Like, you got to bet. I just think this, as long as he controlling the clock by running the ball with Ezekiel, his defense is better than you think it is because he's never turning the ball over. He's never in a situation where momentum ain't on his side. And like you said, you got him in a situation where he's down 2 scores, and now that he has to pass the ball and can't rely on eating that clock up and running the ball, what is their offense? And when I said that earlier, if Dak Prescott's going to have to show he can win some games eventually, and the first chance he had the opportunity to show that, he lost that game. Now, the first game, he lost by 1, bad coaching. It's ironic that when they played the Chargers in real life, their dumbass coach didn't call the timeout and all that before the field goals moment. He did the same thing on the game. So, just some there. But you could argue between the both of them. I think I'm gonna go with J.K. Dobbins though, because I just think Craig can win without J.K. Dobbins. I don't think Nano winning the ball game without. Depends on who he play. Any top tier guys is not going to lose to Nano if J.K. Dobbins doesn't have a good day. And then he can. It's almost so to the point where if J.K. doesn't break a run over 50 yards, he can't. It's hard for him to win that game.
I will say this about Nano: it's like any running back he's effective with.
So is it the scheme? Is it the scheme or is it the back?
That's what I was gonna, because that's the same problem where it lies. Where like y'all are calling me a passer. I'm like, well, Saquon still had 300 carries. Like I didn't pass more than half the league.
I wouldn't say I call you a passer. I just say that when I play you, fucking wide. When I play you, if I neutralize the pass, I beat you. in most cases.
I can understand that. I can
You know what I'm
understand that.
saying? So
Yeah.
in most cases, if I neutralize the pass and I stop Daniel Jones from creating a playmaker or creating more time in the pocket, then I win. You know what I'm saying? There's never really been a game where, I mean, I can only count one time where you just ran on me.
Ran. I know exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But then how do you ignore this? Who the fuck is Ronald Jones, and how all of a sudden he's the league MVP? And
but that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so can you not argue for him to be the best running back in the league?
Scheme argument too?
Saquon and Zeke is the same way, but I mean, I could say it could be the scheme because, and also
I give Craig Naeem Hines for a whole year. Yeah, if I get Craig Naeem Hines for a whole year, even though that's not his type of back, if I give him Naeem Hines for a whole year, I'm arguing that Craig is still going to touch. Naeem Hines is
there. We can actually.
I mean,
that happen.
If he was his only back for a whole year, like Ronald Jones was, it's just
you kind of see that in week 2 because in week 2, Ronald Jones got hurt in the very first quarter and was out for the game, and my running backs were still able to produce without him being there. So
then if we talking about these backs, any back can come in y'all system and win, are they the best backs in the league though?
I don't know if any back can come in the Giants system and win. That's what I'm saying. Saquon is a lot more needed than represented. We just don't abuse him because we literally can't.
But what you
I wouldn't say we abuse him. I say I utilize him.
If I would have gave Saquon 400 carries, I truth to God think he would have got hurt last year. Honest to God, think he would have got hurt last year. Which is like crazy to say, but like there's multiple backs that had close to 400 carries and had no like penalty whatsoever for real.
I just feel like when like Zeke's the most needed back, like Saquon will get you respect. Like you gotta respect Saquon's presence. And with Craig and Nana, you can give them any running back, and their scheme will just work. So
I definitely agree. Zeke's the most needed for the situation at hand right now. Yeah,
does
that make him the best?
But you can't make the argument about Ronald Jones and Dobbins, considering that the two guys that got them two guys could run with anybody with speed. Give them the speed and they got their scheme set up and you putting them numbers up. Period. Like,
so you really making a great argument.
Fucking back's 92.
That's why I can't be mad at Rob's argument. Rob's argument is like one of the more like it's valid as fuck in the sense of like, yeah, we've already seen what Nano does with any back, like literally any back. From fucking Hindi to McCargo to this back to that back.
I'll look at those.
It's Craig. We got
like
to see
your
some
argument, but I think Rob made the best case for a running back than Ezekiel Elliott. So although the numbers of J.K. Dobbins leading the league in rushing last year, and Ronald Jones being the league's MVP, and Saquon doing what they did with half the carries. Ezekiel Elliott was the most important player to their team. I kind of think J.K. Dobbins was too, but Ezekiel Elliott was the most important player to their team. Won a division because of his running. The moment he decided to go 30+ a game with Ezekiel Elliott, he went right to winning the division and to the second round of the playoffs. My question is this: when they are in a situation where they're going to be forced to pass the ball, can they be effective and win? Right now, they're 0-2 with Zeke with 57 carries right now. So that system of last year doesn't seem like it's working right now. Am I wrong for saying that?
People are getting better and they're realizing what's going on. That's why I said running when people are preparing for you to run is way different than just, he kind of caught people off guard last year with that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But to run when people are preparing for you to run is a whole different story, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just my opinion on it.
No, you're definitely valid in that sense, yeah. I think that's exactly what's happening here, too.
DeAndre Swift is out of the running backs up right here, and Ezekiel is still there. Dobbins is there. Barkley is there. All right, so we don't see Ronald Jones there because he missed the whole game, so he's not in the top 10 right now, maybe top 5 right now. I'm going to say top 10. I think he still is top 10. So we're going to Ezekiel 1, Dobbins 2, Barkley 3. Swift with 290 yards is 4th on the list. Derrick Henry, 32 carries, 285. He's 5th on the list. Rookie running back Casey Fields, Justin Fields' little bro, 38 carries, 274 yards, 7.2 yards a carry. He got 4 rushing touchdowns, 137. First rookie that we see up here. Then it's the back that was picked up off of waivers from the Bucks. Michael Warren, who never got a shot to even play for the Bucks, is now in Chicago as their starting running back. 26 carries, 265, 3 touchdowns. Ronald Jones with one game, really, 38 carries, 247 yards, 6.5 and 4 touchdowns. Now we have young Travis Etienne. Is guys paying attention to Etienne right now? He's been on fire since the late last year, all the way into this year right now, averaging 5.4 yards a carry. Then Javonte Williams, another one of those late rookie boomers that blew up last year late and continuing to do it. And he's starting to look like he's their #1 weapon on offense right now. Antonio Gibson from the Washington football team. How scary is this back? I think we quietly don't realize how good he really was last year and what he's doing right now.
No, facing him twice. That nigga Gibson's nice. He's definitely an underdog back.
Yeah, the football team's running back.
He's definitely an underdog back, unspoken about, but he's nice as hell. I just think the football teams, their play style doesn't get to expose how nice he truly is.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Why not?
He circulates backs sometimes when not needed. When Gibson's hot, I've seen him circulate backs playing them. I just don't think he keens in necessarily when Gibson's like having a hot hand.
I think he uses him early and often. I think he throws the ball to him out the backfield and run with the ball.
Or maybe he just doesn't dick ride his running back.
I mean, coming from a guy that doesn't, I don't do it either. So it's like I just think that like it's different from it was just different from a perspective like Saquon versus a Gibson. But I mean, I don't dick ride Saquon, so I mean. That shot didn't hit me. I missed that.
Well, the second rookie running back up here on this list right now is Jerome Brown, the second up here for Boone with 37. I mean, over there with Nick Chubb right now. Looks like this guy's getting carries, 37, 202. He's the reason why they traded Kareem Hunt. And he got 6 rushing touchdowns. He's averaging almost 6 yards a carry right now. He's the second running back on this list. So out of the rookies so far, we got Casey Fields and Jerome Brown the second. Eckler balling over there as well. But we're going to get away from these backs that don't have 200 yards rushing yet right now, though. So that's that. Let's look at the touchdowns for the running backs right now. We saw who was leading in rushing yards. J.K. Dobbins with 6. Jerome Brown with 6. Leonard Fournette with 5. Regis with 5. Eckler 5. And then we're getting down to Zeke with 4. Swift and Fields with 4. Let's get to the receivers right now. Let's see who's doing what. How many of these rookies is balling right now? Top reception guys on the list right now is Travis Etienne out the backfield. Not only is he running the ball, well, he got 16 catches, and this is what he did in college. Caught the ball really well and ran the ball really well at a high level. That's what made him a first-round graded running back in the draft. Mark Andrews at tight end with 16 catches over there for the Jets. Keenan Allen, old man Keenan, 9 years in, 16 catches as well. You got George Kittle, the tight end for the 49ers with 15. McCaffrey, we're starting to see a lot of running backs catching the ball at a high level off the backfield. He got 14 catches. Travis Kelce, 12. Another running back, rookie, George Nelson, the #1 running back on the board, not the #1 running back overall-wise. 12 catches, 411 yards off the backfield. Tight end, Jacoby Hires. You got Kyle Pitts with 12. Byron Kitchens is the top receiver dog. He's a dog. 11. Devontae Smith with 11. Bryce Moss, the tight end for the Chargers, #1 tight end for speed-wise, is 11 catches. Andrew LaFleur, I wouldn't expect that Boone to play well with him, but he's in the slot playing well. Jerome Brown, and then Adrian Carmichael at receiver. Got a whole bunch of guys with 11, but we're seeing a lot more running backs on this list as well. Javonte Williams also with 11 catches on this list. Yards-wise right now, who's killing the league in yards right now? The 2 speed burners. You got Anthony Schwartz with 430 yards with 10 catches, and you got Jalen Waddle with 313 yards, 4 touchdowns. Let me ask you this: is Jalen Waddle the best receiver in the league?
I don't know how to answer that. I'll say this. I think so far, I think he's the best utilized receiver in the league.
He's the what?
The best utilized. He uses him better than most people use the receivers as far as last year goes. Besides throwing at the Tyreek Hill, but you know what I mean.
Hit it. What you think? Jalen Waddle, best wide receiver in the league?
It might be the fastest. I don't know about the best. That's a touchy subject there, because I haven't really seen any wide receivers out here spanking it for real.
I mean, you see guys with speed running by guys, but like far as
Yeah, but
dog
that's
receiver, like where you so far, like has there been any receiver so far this year? You know, since season one all the way up until where we at right now, has been like, man, this fucking guy a problem, like really a problem. Like, have we seen that? I mean, outside, I mean, Waddle and Reek was like that all year. But it
it's
wasn't
kind of
more
like the
because of their
running back
speed.
situation. It's just you got a few guys that you can say are the best, but it's no one really the best.
Right. All right. Well, there we go. So, familiar yards wise, we're looking at 430 from Swartz, 313 from he got already 42 touchdowns last season. Sheesh, y'all being hard on me like that. Like, I mean, he did score 42 touchdowns in the air with this guy alone, and then you ain't even counting the playoff touchdowns and shit because he was averaging down there 2 touchdowns a game in the playoffs. I think Waddle's the best receiver in the league right now. I thought Reek was that until all of a sudden Waddle just was the guy going deep. Like he became the best deep threat receiver in the league, and of course it comes with the speed. Speed kills at the end of the day. So I do want to see what he does this year when you got you literally got in the second year now. Guys are gonna be prepared for a lot of that shit. I want to see how he do it so far. 10 catches, 313, 4 touchdowns. So he's still 156.5 yards a catch right now. Outside of Swartz going dummies, 215 yards a catch. I mean, 215 yards a game right now. He balling. We're starting to see a new tight end rise right now with this Bryce Moss kid, 11 catches, 253. He got 3 touchdowns. He probably the Chiefs deep threat. You see who had number 3? Oh, Justin Jefferson, 274. We got the Giddy kid over here, 7 catches, 274. He going dummies, 339 yards a catch right now. Sheesh. He got he ain't even got double-digit catches right now. He averaged 39, 137, 3 touchdowns right now. It's close right now. I think we're going to have to let some play come by some more before we can really talk about these receivers, because a lot of it we're saying is off of what happened last year. He didn't do nothing last night. Who he play? Do y'all do anything else but watch Boone games and then come over here and talk about his wins? Where y'all at when he not winning and losing? Where the hell y'all at? Jesus, who Waddle played Boone last night, right? So he didn't do shit last night. Oh my God, they be on deck, bro. Oh my God, hitter Sheldon Warwick is in Arizona right now. 7 catches, 194 yards, 4 touchdowns. How you feel about that, man? Passed up on your guy to get yourself a guy. Nah. Fuck him. Who cares? You the Sheldon Warwick guy. Did he disappear? Is he still here? Is he listening? He don't want to hear this conversation right now? The Cardinals at pick 16 took Sheldon Warwick, the guy you made famous 2 discs ago. Oh my God. 7 catches, 194. You got Corey Davis up here. A couple situations. We talking at touchdowns. Not that many. Like this last year around this time, you had receivers with down there 10 touchdowns in 2-3 games. Oh my God, 4 Waddle. So you got your 4 guys: Swartz, Waddle, and young rookie Sheldon Warwick right now with the most touchdowns. Corey Davis with 3. You got King James at tight end with 3. Dwayne Tatum, Mike's receiver up here with 3. You got a whole lot of 3. Larry Goddard. I want to see what this kid's gonna be about over there for the Vikings. McCole Hardman with 3, Rondell Moore with 3. He had a hell of a year last year too, and we could make a case for him being one of being the best receiver last year as well. He was balling on normal. You got Bryce Moss with 3 touchdowns, Mr. Giddy himself with 3, and then you go from there. You got the guys with 2 right now. Yeah, that's that. All right, so I didn't really want to go too much in the stats, but I was trying to look for rookie stuff right now, and it looks like the guy with the most tackles in the league right now is Devin Ward from the Chiefs right now, and he actively looking for the Chargers to play his game right now too. He got 25 tackles. Van Der Esch went from the Cowboys to the Bengals, and he got 22 tackles. Jaquiski Tartt got 21 right now. Troy Dye 19. Let's look for tackle for losses. He was doing what, when, where, and why. Aaron Donald 6. Cameron McGrone took a big injury today against the Baltimore Ravens in their game. We had 5 tackles for losses, man. How effective was that loss, Nando, having him out for a couple of weeks, but just losing him in that Baltimore game? What did you feel like that did to your defense?
It kind of shook my defense a little bit because he kind of the centerpiece of my linebacking core. So it kind of shook the linebacking core a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. It's a big loss for sure. He got hurt last year too, so he need to get some injury like fucking vaccine or something like that to shore up the fucking injuries or something. I don't know, but fucking stop getting hurt.
You wouldn't think that you're really concerned about your linebackers being lost right now. I'll go back to tackle for losses for a second. When I look on this list, you see Cameron McGrone at 5. And one player down, Myles Garrett, and then there's Kyle Duggar with 4 tackle for losses. Then when you go over to sacks, your young rookie is leading the league in sacks right now, Teddy Bruschi Jr. 4 of them things right now. That's 3 good linebackers. He lost one of them right now. So you just feel like with that loss, it hurt the tandem of the 3 triplets you got playing at this high level right definitely. Now. I agree. I like that. Montez Sweat is 3rd on this list. And Myles Garrett is 2nd with 3 sacks. And keep going down. We got corners. Taylor Lowry. How are you getting the cornerback to the quarterback the way you are, Rob? Taylor Lowry with 3 sacks on the season.
Oh, big nickel over G in the slot corner.
Say no more. Oh my God, he gave him the whole shit. I wasn't expecting that. Brian Burns with 3 sacks. Josh Sweat with 2.5. Oh my God, let's keep it moving right now. Go to the interception leaders right now who getting the ball. Cameron Bynum, bro. This guy out here throwing touchdowns all crazy, scoring points all crazy. And tell Nano check that DM. And he got 5 interceptions on the season right now. Also, his roommate Melifanu sitting here with 4. Rock Yasin for the Colts up with 4. CJ Henderson with 3. You got Nick McLeod 3. Eddie Jackson with 3. They guys getting to the ball right now, man. Let's see who out here hitting. First, let's start with deflections because that was a big thing last year. 5 for Stephon Gilmore. Caden Stearns, by the way, Stephon Gilmore is a New York Giant right now. I told y'all seen D-Hop go to the Eagles, and I said who's going to be the next person that busts a move over there for the in that division because they all busting moves right now. And what you saw was Stephon Gilmore on a late night went to oh my God. How you feel about that, Rob? He went and countered your D-Hop with Stephon Gilmore. Gives him a top cornerback right now.
That's cool. I still got Smith. That was slick. That was
bullshit. I vetoed that shit.
Vetoed that shit, huh? Oh my God, Caden Stearns. You want to try to hear that, but he couldn't answer the Sheldon Work shit. But he over here for that though, right? How you feel about Falk getting Sheldon Work right after you picked your quarterback?
I mean, he needed it. It gave his team a different look. You know, he had a bunch of little wide receivers, so hopefully he can get that whole quarterback situation going, and he can make him into what he needs to be made into.
Right. Because Kyler's struggling over there, man, bad right now. So we'll see. So let's look at who causing fumbles right now, early on right now. We got some guys at a whole bunch of ones right now. So I'm not going to say their names. We're just going to look at first 2 leading the rookies. And then Cameron is starting to see a lot of Vikings popping up over this bitch. Shit, Taylor Lowry getting to the quarterback. He making him fumble too. God damn. Balling right now. Malik Harrison on here. Ricardo Allen. You got Tyrann Matthews. John Johnson III. Bunch of ones. Guys causing fumbles right now. Let me get to we want to get to the touchdowns. Anybody scoring on defense right now? Alright, so a whole bunch of ones. Trill Williams, Sean Wade, Andre Sisco, Melifanu. You got Malik Harrison to the crib, Trey Flowers to the crib, Amani O'Rourke to the crib. You got Javen White, Cameron Dantzler, Fred Warner. I don't see my boy up here. Where the fuck is Marlon Humphreys? Like, he ain't scored a touchdown. God damn it. They don't never show everything, bro. Anyway, that's that. Damn, it's 10 still watching right now. We all in effect on everything, but I want to talk about what's the games of the week right now. Let's get to it. Even though I was already over here, we're all over the place because there's a lot of shit to talk about all the time when it comes down to our league. So before I get ready to go to practice, because Snake ducktails right now, flat out ducking. 2 losses in a row. He ain't trying to be on here tonight, no time soon. Football team in line. I do think this is a big game. I'm not gonna call it the best game of the night or when they play, but this is a huge game right here. You know, again, both of them are looking to change their fate from last year and really have a good start right now. Whoop Nano ass, Brandon. Oh God, Jets Bengals. Alright, like to see what this game would be hitting for. Rams, Bills, Steelers, Browns. Like this matchup. You know, they split last year. I talked about that. Let's see what happens. Vikings, Patriots. Big time game. Big time game. I think the Patriots need to just win more than the Vikings do. The Patriots coming off of a loss. I think they need to turn their thing around a little bit over here and figure out how they're going to play without one of their triplets at the linebacker level. Saints and the Bucks right now. Young foe. Alright, so you're playing another top guy that you played one earlier in the season. Now you got another team. The Bucks dominated y'all division, swept everybody over there. Can you be the first to change that right now? Bucks, Saints, that's a good matchup. See how that goes. Titans, Texans. I like this matchup because we want to see one of these guys get a win right now. Simple as that. So we get to see what's going to happen between the young quarterbacks and some of their young stars. Or can Derrick Henry just dominate the game? Falcons, Panthers, not a good game. Broncos. Seahawks, again, Seahawks need to turn it around right now. They're on an 0-2 start. Broncos trying to start 3-0 for the first time, because last year they took a loss their first game and then they went on a streak that was crazy. All right, Cardinals, 49ers, big time game, man. The Cardinals been struggling. They 1-1 right now. They having problems with the quarterback right now, and offensively, changing the punter and D tackle. Change them to punter and D tackle. Why? What are you changing kickers to punters and D tackles for? The fuck? Go check that out on transaction for me, Hitter or Nano, please. What? I don't understand what's the logic of that. All right, so Cardinals, 49ers. I like this game, but this is the game of the week, because I could argue for the game behind this, the game of the week too. Again, Giants coming off of a loss right now to the 49ers. In a way, this seems like a must-win game for them, man. And it's who's going to knock the champs off for the first time this year? Giants versus Bears. Dolphins, Colts. Like this game. Can Mike do what he did against the Texans with that receiver? Can he do it again in the Dolphins game with that stingy secondary? Raiders, Jaguars, Shoguns, and the Raiders. I want to see a young Tyron do it against Lawrence. See who wins that ball game. Cowboys, Ravens. This could be an interesting game as well. I like it, but I don't think it's the game of the week. I'm almost coming down here to, Eagles versus Packers. I'm just thinking Hero Burgers is not really, into going to be able to play at a high level. He's throwing too many picks right now. I just think the Eagles is on fire right now. You're gonna come into a game where you better not donate. That's all I'm gonna say. But this might be the game of the week right here. Chiefs versus the Chargers. Coach Carter versus Rich the Barber right now. This might be the game of the week. This might be the game we might got to pay attention to. The game that might got to go on the Facebook channel. You got up and coming. They playing for the first time. Remember the coach, the Chargers coach is coaching for the first time now this year. And Rich the Barber is angry right now. He's mad at the fact that Reek regressed like that. So he is out for blood. And he on deck. He been hitting everybody up for their games right away at advance. So let's see what happens, man. Where Corey at? No ducktailing to Coach Carter. You got yourself a division game to find out what you got to deal with in that division right now. So I like this game. Might be the game of the week. I'm going to call it the game of the week. We're going to pay attention to this game. All right, fellas. And here's the franchise guru with the crew. We out of here. Hurt.